So the Sustainable Development Goals are 17 goals set by the United Nations to be achieved by the year 2030.
And these goals will help the world become a better place.
The Sustainable Development Goals are calls to action that can be answered on an individual basis in our own daily lives, and that's one of the things we at Global Citizenship Experience Lab School try to encourage in our students is to make them feel empowered to make changes as they can, to be at least aware of changes that could be made to make the planet more sustainable, both for ourselves and our own children and our families and our friends, but also for all of the life that exists on this planet.
So GCE already introduces us to these SDGs our first humanities course as freshmen. When we come in, we get introduced to these SDGs and we create this kind of project using one specific SDG. But I do notice that as my curriculum goes on and as my journey here at GCE goes on, that I use these SDGs within school and out of school, and it's brought to us in a way that the teacher doesn't have to explicitly say this SDG is going to be used. As a global citizen, we should already know how we can compare our curriculum to an SDG.
I don't think a lot of people know about the Sustainable Development Goals. Before coming here, I wasn't very familiar with them. So I think the school has really helped me understand what they are.
Right now we're talking about human needs and how they relate to the SDGs. So like one of them was access to food and water.
GCE has mentioned several different SDGs within their classes, specifically with population, lights on the time, and other STEAM classes, which have SDGs 7, 9, and 11. Each contributing to how we can gain energy within our community, how we can organize that energy to different people, and how we can organize that whole neighborhood so that we can all live a much happier and healthier life.
Here at GCE, we feel like the Sustainable Development Goals give students a reason. Why are you learning this? Because we need it. There's an active need for people who can do this. And let us show you where that need is.
In an ideal world, these goals would have already been solved and teenagers wouldn't have a role in them, but they aren't, and a lot of these issues are still very prevalent and important. One of the ones I think is really important, although they all are important, is I think SDG 17 is global cooperation or something like that, and just getting every nation in the world to commit to these goals and to say that they're worth doing. And I think that that's really important because without cooperation it would be impossible to get the goals completed.
I am committed to achieving SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions by the year 2030 because I feel that we as a globe and as a world need to come together and unite as one in order to create a peaceful globe before we go along with any other decision that we make.
My personal commitment to helping achieve the SDGs is to do a lot of advocating for certain SDGs that I think relate to me. So as far as like ending hunger and ending poverty, those are two important ones to me. So I go around and encourage people to help out in their neighborhood, help out as much as they can.
I am committed to fulfill these SDGs by taking part in my community and helping out in any way I can.
I think that we're on our way to solving them in general, but I think 2030 was pretty ambitious.
But I think that it's good that we set a high standard so that we don't get lazy and put it off for the next year.
I think one of our primary goals, at least to start, is just to be aware, just to know. You can forgive yourself to some degree, but just to know what you're doing and to act more intentionally in the world. So it's both empowering us on a very immediate level, as well as it's empowering us to organize, to come together and work together to achieve the goals.
If we as a globe start building those relationships, we create that communal effect, and that's effective in creating a peaceful world. I've been really thinking about that one.